Autoimmune reaction. The immune system sometimes malfunctions interpreting the body's own tissues as foreign and producing antibodies or immune cells that target and attack particular cells or tissues of the body. This response is called an autoimmune reaction. It results in inflammation and tissue damage. Sometimes these autoimmune reactions are mediated by drugs. Drug-induced autoimmune diseases, an applicably harmful or unpleasant reaction resulting from an intervention related to the use of a medicinal product which predicts hazards from future administration and warrants prevention or specific treatment, or alteration of the dosage regimen or withdrawal of the product. Drug-induced autoimmune hepatitis. Certain drugs can cause a type of liver injury that has features similar to autoimmune hepatitis, with elevated immunoglobulins, anti-nuclear antibodies, and anti-smooth muscle antibody. The liver biopsies in these cases are often indistinguishable from autoimmune hepatitis. This autoimmune-like injury is most commonly seen with minocycline and nitrofurantoin and can also be caused by hydrolyzine methyl dopa, atrovastidine, diclofenac, and isoniazid. It predominantly affects women in a hepatocellular pattern. With discontinuation of the offending agent, mild to moderate forms of the drug-induced liver injury typically resolves in 1 to 3 months. Severe forms with jaundice may require a short course of steroids. Unlike classic autoimmune hepatitis, drug-induced autoimmune-like hepatitis doesn't recur after steroids are discontinued unless there is re-exposure to the offending agent. Although it shares a similar tetracycline structure to minocycline, doxycycline has been implicated in only one recently reported case of drug-associated autoimmune hepatitis. Otherwise, this is not a non-type of reaction. With doxycycline, we report the second case of doxycycline-induced autoimmune hepatitis. Case study. A 50-year-old white woman with previously normal liver enzymes was referred to the liver clinic for abnormal liver enzymes noted on routine laboratory test results ordered by her primary physician. She was found to have the following: aspartate aminotransferase of 222 IU/L, alanine and aminotransferase of 445 IU/L, total bilirubin of 0.57 magnesium mg/dl, alkaline phosphatase of 80 IU/L, albumin of 4.1 g/dl, and total protein of 8.1 g/dl. She was otherwise asymptomatic without any abdominal pain, distension, confusion, nausea, vomiting, jaundice, fatigue, fever, or rash. Her history was notable for several decades of severe acne vulgaris for the face, neck, and back that required long courses of oral antibiotics. She had been taking doxycycline 50 mg orally daily for 14 months. Otherwise, she didn't consume alcohol and was not taking any other medications, including vitamins, herbal supplements, and over-the-counter medications. She had documented normal liver tests after 2 months of doxycycline therapy. Subjective. Gender is female, age 50 years old, history. She had been taking doxycycline 50 mg orally daily for 14 months. Laboratory trace: aspartate aminotransferase of 222, alanine aminotransferase of 445, total bilirubin of 0.7, alkaline phosphatase of 80, albumin of 4.1, and total protein of 8.1. Objective: abnormal liver enzymes. Assessment. Regarding her long-standing history of acne, she had previously been exposed to courses of minocycline and doxycycline in the past 9 years. Her last exposure to doxycycline was 5 years ago at a higher dose, 100 mg/d, which she took for a few months before she was switched to minocycline because of gastrointestinal upset and photosensitivity. She then received 4 years of minocycline 100 mg daily that was stopped 1 year before the current course of doxycycline. In addition to her elevated liver enzymes and elevated globulin gap, she was found to have an international normalized ratio 1.2, elevated actin antibody of 65 units, anti-smooth muscles antibody titer 1 ratio to 560, anti-nuclear antibody titer 1 ratio to 560, heterogeneous pattern. Immunoglobulin 512 mg and per dl and elevated ferritin 301. She had normal platelets and normal eosinophils. She was previously immunized for hepatitis A and hepatitis B. Her other viral hepatitis workup was negative and her ceruloplasmin and alpha-1 antitrypsin levels were normal. Plain. The decision was made to undergo liver biopsy to further stage and confirm her autoimmune hepatitis. It was notable for predominantly lobular hepatitis with focal interface activity without iron deposits. Periodic acid diastase stain highlighted scattered lobular and portal spheroid leaden macrophages. No fibrosis on trichrome strain, which highlighted the area of the hepatocyte dropout. The combined clinicopathologic features and history favored autoimmune hepatitis like drug reaction to doxycycline versus autoimmune hepatitis. After discontinuation of doxycycline, the patient's repeat liver tests were normal and her antibody